Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is day 102 of playing chess every day until I reach the rating of 2000 Elo online, and I'm back to 1894. Now before playing today's game, I want to offer you something. If you're a beginner or intermediate chess player and you want to improve at chess, I can offer you my online coaching. Okay? Now the first coaching session is going to be free. It's going to be 45 minutes long. If you like this free coaching session and you want to continue with me, then you can continue with the paid version of only $5 per session. It's going to be 60-minute session. Okay? Now, what will happen in these sessions? Well, I'm going to review your games. I'm going to give you tips on how to improve, and I'm going to train you to play a specific opening that you like to play. To play it in the perfect way, exactly like how I'm playing the openings, because I don't want you to go for opening tricks or opening traps. And I will train you to play better at tactics and solving puzzles, because the most important thing in chess is calculation. So these things are going to help you a lot. So yeah, if you're interested, contact me below. My email will be in the description below. Okay, we got a game against in 1933. Hopefully he plays. I played this guy. Hold up, I played this guy. I remember him. I won a game against him. We're gonna play the Slav. Wait, he was rated more than this. I believe when I played him, he was higher rated. There. No. He actually gained rating points. Okay, so we're gonna play d5. And he played the exact same opening. Look at this shitty mouse, man. He's gonna develop the knight, or this knight. Now we just go here. e6, bishop to d6. Okay, just go here. Okay, so if I play this move, he's gonna put his knight here. I go back with the knight, there will be this move, so it's really tricky. This move, he plays knight here. You don't want that to happen. Maybe the bishop was supposed to go on g4, not on f5. Well, we're gonna fix our mistake. Let's go here. Because going here, he will put the knight there. And if he wants to go here, attacking the knight, he was gonna play knight takes f7, attacking the queen and the rook. And when you take with the king, he wins the bishop because there's a knight here. So he wins the pawn, and you also lose your castling rights, which is really annoying. And I have to remember this against the London system. Don't put the bishop on f5, put the bishop on g4, but I always miss it. Now, queen here, queen takes, pawn takes. If he plays this move, we just take, pawn takes, and I want to play this move, but he's going to go here, but then I play this, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get to him, unless he played this. So this move, queen takes, pawn takes, and now knight here, and if you put the bishop there, bishop takes, pawn takes, and I can just castle and reroute my pieces to attack the pawn. So what about c5, queen takes, pawn, yeah, queen takes, pawn takes, knight here, and bishop here. That's the most annoying move. But I play king to d7. You just move the bishop. So I know that the best move is queen takes, pawn takes, and now knight here, but there's the bishop move here. We have to take the queen. Okay, he takes back. Now taking the knight, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. So bishop takes, pawn takes will allow the bishop to be active, but it's not looking at anything. So bishop takes, pawn takes is going to have double pawns. So bishop takes, pawn takes, and now knight here attacking the bishop. The bishop moves there. And now we just play bishop to e7. He plays this move, and now we castle. He plays this. I take, knight takes, knight here. Bishop takes, pawn takes, and everything's defended. Because the knight here is going to be a problem, and I don't think my bishop is going to be very active. So bishop takes, pawn takes, knight here, bishop here, bishop to e7. Bishop to e7. He cannot attack my knight in any kind of way. But hold up a second. there's bishop takes, rook takes pawn. That's the threat. That is the threat. So if I have to play knight to d7, he's going to play this move. And now we play knight here. He goes here. Now we play this. I have to go here. Knight to d7. Because he would threaten me to go bishop takes, and rook takes pawn. Okay, so he plays this. If I play knight to h5, he moves the bishop here. I play rook to c8. He moves the bishop there. And now there is nothing here. But wait, knight to h5, bishop here, rook to c8, rook takes, check. We go here. And then we can simply play this and this. Let's go knight to h5, attack the bishop. Bishop here, rook to c8. And I swear to God, we played the exact same position, but I don't believe there was a knight here. Bishop here, rook to c8, bishop here, and now this. You want to play this, I take you like this. You put the rook here, we can defend in kind of way. And we also had the chance to play this. We had the chance to play b5. If he takes like this, we take with the knight. He pushes, it's still a problem. Because of this you cannot take, you lose your rook. And now if bishop here, rook to c8, bishop here, and now b6. Wait. Bishop here, rook to c8, and this, now we go b5. Because if you take en passant, we take like this and your bishop is trapped. And you don't want him to, fix his pawn structure, because if he went here, and rook here, and bishop here, and you play this, he can take, no. Bishop here, rook here, bishop here, and this, the bishop is trapped. It cannot go here. And if he went here, I will take his knight first, so that when he takes, I can take and he will take. He will have double pawns here, and double pawns here, which is ugly. Super ugly. Bishop here, we're just gonna take, and now the pawn will become a target because he cannot defend it so easily. Bishop here, we just take, we don't care. Bishop here, I do believe it's rook to c8, bishop here and b6, pawn takes, the bishop is trapped. Okay, take it. Just take it. He takes like this, we don't care because the rook is not that strong. The bishop might try to go here. Now the knight will never move here because of our strong knight. Bishop to e7, there will be the move b5. Now we have to castle kingside as fast as possible. You might say, why? Because if we didn't, there might be a lot of stuff where we lose the rook. So bishop to e7, b5, castle kingside, he takes and now we take. Now we would have two rooks on the open file, which is really amazing. Bishop to e7, we're holding against the knight. And bishop to e7, he can never attack our bishop. Bishop to e7, he plays bishop here. We just play the move h6. He cannot attack me unless he plays this move. We go here, bishop takes, pawn takes. I don't like to have double pawns. But this will waste time and it will allow him to go here. This is a blunder because of this. And now we take, and he can take with the bishop. We cannot take, we lose the rook. Bishop to e7. Knight here, we go here. But what I hate about bishop to e7, there's bishop to d3. We cannot castle kingside, of course. So bishop to e7, bishop to d3. And now what? f5? Knight here, bishop here. Pawn takes here, knight. Bishop to e7. There might be this move, there might be this move. If bishop to e7 and he goes back here, we'll just go here. He attacks me and I drop back. We're protecting everything. But bishop to e7 and bishop to d3. f5, knight here, bishop here, pawn here, takes this. We just take and there's nothing here. So bishop to e7, I believe it's the move. There's nothing like this because we take. Okay, so this will not give you anything because now I can castle my king. You want to push, I just take you. You want to take, I'll take back. If you want to take, I'll take like this. But this he can go here because we cannot take right now, so we have to castle. Castling kingside, he push, and I take. He takes my rook, I take with the other rook, he takes here, and I just win. I just win the pawn. And if any bishop to d3, there might be the move f5, or just simply h6. Yeah, castle kingside. Okay. That is not a good move. But anyway, simply because we would have the move e5. You want to move the pawn, take like this, you will lose this pawn. And we might threat to take this, and go here. We want to take, and now target the weak pawn by moving the rooks like this, and we will win some pawns, 100%. He played this opening wrong. I do believe that. Because he was not supposed to take here. Like, why did he take? It's so weird. Now, bishop to d3, h6, knight to h2, bishop here, pawn here, bishop takes, rook takes, and now he can never move the king. He will lose this pawn unless he plays the move f5. But hold up a second. Knight here will just go here, and here, and here. Now everything's protected. But bishop to d3, f5, knight to h2, bishop to h5. What the frick? b4. Okay, so maybe he wants to go b5. You want him to take q, but we have to take with something. What about e5? He pushes, we take. He can take with the knight. Now he's adding more pressure. The knight might be a problem. And my bishop is not that active. So bishop takes, pawn takes, e5, b5, pawn takes. And now we play rook here, pawn takes, rook takes, bishop here, rook here. And we drop the pawn. So bishop takes, pawn here. You can play this. So how about bishop to f5? He plays this move, and now rook to c8. Takes, rook takes, bishop here, here. He takes my knight, I take like this. And any move like this, we go here. He wants to take, we take like this, or we take like this. Now we cannot go a6. Rook to b8, there will be this move. He will take, knight takes or bishop takes. I believe I have to go bishop to f5. Pawn here, rook to c8, pawn takes, rook takes c8, bishop here, rook to c7. Bishop moves here. He cannot attack. Okay, so he might be trying to go here, but then we go... Oh. So the problem with bishop here, there's this. Rook here, pawn takes, rook here, bishop here, rook here, and this. Threatening to go knight here, and now my knight is... If I went there with the rook, there will be this fork of the bishop, of the rooks. Wow. So what to do? Should I go bishop takes, pawn takes, and e5? He plays this, and I take. He takes. Or maybe an ugly move like b8, knight to b8. He plays this move. He wants to go here because we cannot take, we lose the rook. How the hell should I respond to this? Bishop to d8. He plays this move. We take. Hold up a second. What the hell am I supposed to do here? Wait. Rook to c8. You play this, I go pawn takes. Knight takes, I don't see a problem with that. So rook to c8, pawn here. And now we take, bishop takes, attacking my knight, and now we can go bishop takes knight. He takes my knight, I take his pawn, attacking his rook. He moves here, I play this. I believe rook to c8, pawn here, pawn takes, and bishop takes knight, because you don't want the knight to go here. That's 100%. So how about starting with this move, you bozo? Bishop takes, pawn takes, and now rook to c8. He goes here, bishop, pawn takes, and now knight here, but the knight is trash. So maybe the knight back. So wait, bishop takes, pawn takes, rook to c8, pawn here, pawn takes, bishop takes, knight here, trying to create a blockade. I think that's the variation I have to go for. Okay, to c8, plays this, takes, bishop takes, knight here, trying to put the knight there. Creating a blockade so that we can play for this bush at some point. Just gonna play this, pawn takes. If knight takes, I believe bishop takes is the move. And now we play this. I'm pretty sure this is the move. He cannot go here, he cannot attack me. And now we're gonna play knight to c6. Or simply a6. Get the hell out of here. We put the rook here, defending, and now we have to reroute the knight in some way. We always have the move e5. He can never take us because he will lose everything. e5, and when we take, he will take. He's having this weird pawns, and pawns here, which is really weak. He can never have this push, and we always have this blockade, but we have to be careful. Knight to c6, there will be the move. Rook to a6. We play this. He moves here, we drop back. I don't know. There's nothing like this, nothing like this, nothing like this. He can never push. If he castle kingside, trying to use his rook, a6 is very committal. Okay, so he castles. I want to play the move a5. So a5, he tries to double up on my pawn, and I always have the chance to play bishop here to defend, and also a knight here to put the knight there. That would be a very good thing if I manage to do that. So a5, rook here, bishop here, knight here, knight here. If you put the knight there, bishop takes, pawn takes. Yeah. Playing the move e5, he can never take me. So no, e5 loses the pawn. Come on, bro. a6 seems very bad for some reason. a5, we can always defend like this, and the knight can never go. But the knight, how can the knight? The knight can reroute like this to attack my pawn. But I always have the knight here, and he can always have this sacrifice, to take my knight. So this, he moves somewhere, then I put here, then I go here. Let's go here. We'll always have the chance to play this at some point. He can never take me. I believe he's gonna go here, but that will make his bishop and knight crap. And my knight is very bad. Very, very bad. Okay, so he goes here. We can never move the knight because we will lose the pawn, of course. Moving the bishop here. Or maybe going here with the bishop, trying to go here. He will take and we will take. He'll take me with a check and win the pawn. Going here will allow the knight in or the bishop in. That's not a good thing. Rook here, there might be a move like this. We cannot take, we lose the rook. Rook here seems like a move so that we can somehow reroute the knight in some way. I don't believe there's anything wrong with rook to c8. There might be a rook to b1, threatening to go bishop takes, but there's knight takes though. And rook takes, we take like this, and there will no be background checkmate, and also the bishop can go back. He went for it, thinking that there's something, but there's nothing. We have to protect this pawn. Going knight here will stop him from going there. So knight here. And then we can push and put the rook there. No, we cannot. So going here, maybe he wants to go there. Rook takes, pawn takes, that would be a problem. And knight here, there will be this move though. He will lose some pieces, of course. So how about bishop to d8? Bishop to d8, what is wrong with it? I'm trying to go here. Let's reroute the bishop here, put the knight there. Because this move is really annoying. Trying to put the knight there could be a good move because of takes, and if rook takes, there will be pawn takes. Shit. We have to stop defending this garbage pawn and give it away. But how? We cannot play this because of this move. Okay. Just a normal move, I believe. Okay, now what? Knight to d7. Knight to d7, bishop takes, rook takes, rook takes, rook takes. There is nothing here. Well, let's just go here. Knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes, the knight is hanging, the knight moves, and there's nothing. I want now to play rook to b8, trade one of the rooks. But he can go just bishop takes here, because if rook takes, knight takes, yeah. Yeah, we were making a mistake defending this pawn. I'm being so passive, I'm just defending a pawn. That's not how chess is supposed to go. f6, e5, pawn takes, pawn takes, pawn takes. There will be some kind of stuff. No, this, takes, takes, takes. He will drop the pawn. He will take me here, but he will lose the bishop. And if I played this right away, of course, we're just losing two pawns. So this, he might take me here. But then, I take, he takes. And so he played the move which I expected him to play. How about rook here? Rook takes, bishop takes, rook takes, rook takes, bishop takes, and we're cooked. He's aiming at my pawn. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, knight is hanging. The knight moves, attacking me. Play like this. We also have bishop to c7. But do I need the knight? Or should I go with the knight somewhere else trying to trade some pieces? Knight here. What will happen? Not really sure. Knight here. Cannot go here. This will not work. This, we're just defending, it's very passive. Bishop here disconnects the rook from the knight. And could be a good move to play like this. He will take, or maybe this. Bishop here, what will happen? Bishop here, there will be the move knight here. I cannot take, I'll lose the rook and I will lose the bishop, so that's a blunder. Knight here, still knight here. And he can put the knight there. What the hell should I do? Knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes. Knight here, rook here, here. The rook was not supposed to move there. The rook was not supposed to move there whatsoever. So just go here. He plays this, knight here, and now you just go there. But he can play this. So what about knight here, and bishop here, knight here, rook here, knight takes. Oh, fuck this pawn, man. What about just knight to f8? Knight to f8, knight here. Trying to go there. I mean, knight here seems better. Knight here, knight here. I want to go here to play this. To try to expand like this. Let me just go back with the knight. He plays a move like this. Of course we cannot take, but knight here, bishop here. Oh. Okay. Rook here, rook takes here. Okay. I believe we're gonna lose the pawn, so let's just lose it. Okay. Takes with the rook, I believe. Yes. So rook takes, bishop takes, knight here, and I can put the knight there. He'll make this move and I drop here. Rook takes, bishop takes, and I have to play this move to put the knight there. Wait, so rook takes. I can now play this. I have to defend the bishop with the knight. This. He wants to play this move to move my bishop away. But I will always have the chance to go here. This. Knight. Bishop. Pawn. Knight. Pawn. Okay. There is a problem here. Knight here, there will be this move. Playing this, he will go here. I don't know. I don't fucking know what the hell's going on. That was my mistake. Keep defending a stupid ass pawn. Knight here, 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 and we'll lose the bishop. Let's go here, attack the bishop and the pawn. Okay, now this move is coming. How to deal with it? The move is coming. Fuck. I don't know what the hell am I doing. This move is coming. And Can I just take here? Fucking retard. Come on, bro. He takes me here. Okay, let's go here. For God knows what reason. I want to go here to make something. Man, fuck that pawn. Why am I defending the pawn? I don't know why am I defending the pawn. I used all my arsenal to defend the pawn and I just pinned myself. A good thing he cannot attack my bishop right away. And there might be a chance to, but there will always, the bishop will be here. I have to play h5, and he needs to reroute the bishop somehow to attack it, but we have this. The reason that h5, because to stop this, to stop this, to stop this, to weaken the pawn. So he has to go here, or actually he can just go here. No, because if he take like this, he has to play g4. g4, g6, pawn here, pawn takes, pawn takes. You don't take, you weaken this pawn, and we just move the king then. Okay, God knows what is this move. I was supposed to play this. See what happens when you just... Play this. Play this. Why the hell am I putting my pawns on light squares? Okay. I can play this sneaky ass move. He goes here, that will be a check, and I pick up the bishop. So he can develop his knight to this square. So takes, I can just go here. Hold up. Takes, check. He can go here. And I play this, no. Takes, here. He cannot put his king there. I believe that might be a good move, I'm not really sure. Maybe he's gonna blunder. Of course not. He will go here. And I'll go here. He moves the bishop down there. Annoying as hell. I have to keep the king close. King here. Stop him from getting close to me. Play some kind of checks. And just... Of course, here or here it's a blunder. Nice. We have to go here, I believe. Lose the pawn, lose the game, 100%. Knight, checks. So maybe knight, bishop here, to make sure there's nothing. But there will be the other knight here, so that it's going to be a check here. But I can still move there to keep protecting the pawn. I want to give him a check. He moves away. That would be a check, and now he needs to get the hell out of here. And I go king here. But if check and he goes here, bishop here, trying to go for this check. He goes here. Obviously, we cannot mate him with the bishop and a king. No freaking way. But there is a way. Maybe bishop here, trying to reroute the bishop to attack the pawn. He moves the pawn. And now we can target the other one. So wait, bishop here. He moves the knight. Bishop here. He gets a knight even. No, he needs to push it. Then we go here. He pushed it one more time, and now we'd have a passer. So I have to attack the root of the problem. Okay, he goes there. Bishop here. Knight here. He will give me some kind of checks, and I can always go here. You want to keep giving checks? I don't really care. Let's go here. Bishop here. Try to take, push the pawn, I go here, push the pawn, take, and I have a passer, so you have to deal with it. I'm still trying to fight. Knight here. I can just go. Okay, so now now he sensed the problem. Bishop here. He wants to go defend. Okay, go here. Force him to go back to defend himself. Okay, now the pawn is pinned. We can go here, stopping him from playing this, or we can just go king here. He moves the knight here. I believe bishop here is a good move, but then he can make this. What about g5? Pawn takes, king takes. We're weakening this a lot. How about king here? Let's just go king here. He can now move the pawn because it's pinned. Unless you move the king. Knight here is not possible anymore. Knight here, we played this, so now you're losing if you played it. Knight here, this. So wait, knight here, this. He takes, I take. He plays some kind of check. He wins the pawns. He's up 3 points of material, so he can sacrifice a piece to try to create some passer. Yeah, I know my mistake was putting the rook on c6, trying to defend the pawn. That was my mistake. 100% sure. Okay, he's moving away. Why? We can go here. Don't allow him to move anything. I cannot get close with the knight or with the bishop, so my king's doing its job. Move the king here, you lose it. Go here or go here. We'll just keep the bishop there, because whenever you go here, trying to go here, we take, and now there will be bishop takes. Maybe I was supposed to go here, play this, takes, and but there's nothing after that. We're just weakening this pawn a lot, because he can play this and this to target it. Okay, so now he goes there. We cannot get closer to him, so we can play this move. He cannot push because we can take. Let's go here, and if you push here, we just take like this. Okay, so now he's using his king. He wants to go here. Okay, so going here, at least saving a move for ourselves, or maybe king here, because we're trying to go here and not allow him this. Okay, go here. He's just moving his king. This is closed, and I'm not really sure what's gonna happen. Here, this, that might be a problem. Fuck. What the hell you're doing with this? The king cannot get close. He was supposed to go bishop to c8, target the pawn. Where are you coming, bro? Like this, I just take you. Ah, that seemed like an ugly move. Okay. How about king here? Forcing the bishop away. I don't know. Let's go move. Let's move back. Is he aiming at sacrificing something? Okay, so now he's aiming at this check. Shit, let's go here. Okay, so now he's aiming at this. So now we go here. Because you play this, I take you. You take. I take, you take. Oh, fuck me, twice. Okay, the pawn will be hanging. Bishop takes. King takes. Pawn takes with a check. Bishop takes. Pawn takes here, here. And here we lose the pawn. And here he goes here. We're definitely dropping something. I don't know, man. I don't know. Go here. Replace this. Go here. He gets close. Okay, so I can play this now. No, I have to play this. How can he protect? Okay. This, here, and this. So this, no. Only move, I don't have anything. King here. Yeah. King here, that will be this. Yeah, I was not supposed to take the knight, but I just allowed him the bishop to go here. Okay. I have to make something. King here, pawn takes, king here. Gets close, makes a pawn. It just losing. The only variation in the Slav where I lose is when they go for this, trying to target the pawn on a6. But now we're gonna learn our mistake, of course, because I only had this position twice and against the exact same person. But the first time he messed it up and I won, and this time he did not mess it up. So d4, going with the Slav. So wait. When he goes with the bishop out, we have to go queen to b6, targeting the pawn right away. Okay, that was a mistake. What? But after bishop to d6, there is knight to e5. How to reply against knight to e5? Knight to d7. Castles. Oh, castles first, then play knight here, because there's no... Okay. Okay. Taking the bishop was okay. Now I was supposed to take the knight. And I was supposed to go... Wait. So bishop takes, pawn takes. Bishop takes, pawn takes. And now the move b5. No. What to do now? e5. I have to strike with this. But e5... and king to d2. Of course he's gonna play king to d2. No, now b5 it says. Okay, b5, what I'm gonna do now? g6. Let's go in here. Okay, now if he takes, we just take like this. But what about takes and the move b4? Trying to go b5 for the exact same thing now. E takes d4. Okay, e takes d4. Now what? How to deal with the b5 push? Bishop to g7. Targeting the weak pawn. Knight to e2. He has to go back to defend. Okay. Okay. I was supposed to go now e5, but now this move loses a pawn, right? He can take with the knight. And knight takes, pawn takes. So b takes c6. Okay, b takes c6, b takes c6. Okay, what's gonna happen after that? What? It's not even recommended to take the pawn. What if knight takes and he just won the pawn? And knight takes e5, d takes e5. Now what? Oh, he just loses the pawn there. Oh, that's a mistake. And if he took like this, you just simply take, and now you can take this one or this one. That's why it's a mistake to take me. That was a miss. We take. He played this. Okay. I thought about rook to b8, but what about like... So rook to b8 and the move b5. So b5, and now just c takes b5. And now he took with the bishop. Knight takes c5. What the hell? Sacrificing? D takes c5, bishop takes c5. No, knight takes here, pawn takes, and now we take here. So knight takes, pawn takes, and bishop takes, pawn takes. Now what? Now bishop to f6, pinning the knight here. So now bishop to f6, the knight moves, you lose the bishop. You move the bishop, you lose this. Oh, I did not see that. And he has the castle queenside. Nah, bro. Castle and queenside, he will lose this. What the hell is wrong with the engine, bro? I'm supposed to go rook here. Takes with bad. I mean, you should allow him to take you, because when you take bishop here, you just draw back, bro. You just draw back. But I took, and now this is a draw. Oh, because the exact same tactic. Knight takes, pawn takes, and bishop to f6. You move the knight, you lose the bishop, you move the bishop. No. Knight takes, pawn takes. Hold up. Knight takes. D takes c5. And now rook takes c5. Oh. Just a simple rook takes is the c5, because you're attacking the bishop and the knight. But what if he defended the rook? Like, what if he defended the rook like this? Now you play bishop to f6? Yeah, now bishop to f6. Wow. I did not see this tactic. Knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes. The rook and the knight is bishop and hanging. He plays this and bishop to f6, attacking. Wow. I did not see that. Now I give him all the advantage. And again, my plan was correct, going a5. Trying to protect it with the bishop and develop the knight. But let's see what will happen if I went a5. Well, what can he do then? Rook fb1. I believe that's the most reasonable thing to do. Just putting the rooks on the semi-open file. Bishop to d8. Defending the pawn. Okay, now what about knight here and knight here? Like, what about knight to a4? Knight to c6. What? Knight to c6, there will be this move. Takes, takes. So there's knight to b6, bishop takes b6, pawn takes b6, and rook to b8, knight to d8. Knight to d8, because if you play the fork, you can take him. Wow. He played this. He went back. That was my mistake. Just push the damn pawn. Just push it. That was my mistake. Defending with all my pieces. And now it just took me here, and there's... I don't believe there's a way to draw... Oh, shit. He was supposed to play this right away, but what was I supposed to do? I did not play the best move. Knight to f6, but what about knight to b5? So knight to f6, knight to b5. I'm just losing here. I have to go knight to e8. Oh, because when he takes, I can take, and he cannot target my knight. Oh, because if he actually took, is it a draw? Now it's a draw. That's what I missed. So this I was supposed to go here, because if knight here, knight here, knight takes and knight takes, you need the king to actually target my knight, but the king will be very close to protect. Nice. But I went here, that was a mistake. He went here, that was the great move. He played this, I take here, he takes my knight. I was supposed to go... See, even the computer telling me they have to go f5, sacrificing the pawn. That was a good try, because if he went here, he's not losing, right? Is he losing, or is it a draw? He's not even losing. He can lose the bishop, and it's not even a loss. It's a draw. Taking here was fine. Okay, I was supposed to go here. Yeah, the difference between one square and another is just crazy to me. And I was supposed to go g5. Okay, if g5, what will happen? F takes g5 check, king takes, and now what? It's just a simple bishop to d2. How can I defend? King to f6. Well, king to f6, there's knight to c7. Knight to a7? What kind of a retarded move is that? Why not knight to c7? There's king here. And he just takes. But there's king to d6. Knight takes d5 is the best. And now we just take him here. He plays maybe a check. Okay. But everything's losing just because I kept defending my pawn. He's just using his king, and I don't believe he can... See, I actually told you. At this position, he was supposed to go here. Defend to attack my pawn. But yeah, I just panicked under time pressure. You know what happens. And now here it's just a dead position. You're just allowing him, the king, to take, and now no way to draw this. You did a good job fighting that game, even though it did not go your way at the end. Wow, like a 15-50, come on, bro. Yeah, my opening was a little bit bad. My middle game, we missed a lot of stuff that we were supposed to do. Actually, I want to quit playing the Slav defense, because every single time I play the Slav defense, it's just a dead-ass game, unless I blundered something. So, recommend me something for against e4. No, against e4, I'm still going to play the Caro-Kann, because the Caro-Kann is great, and I actually get good positions, but I just blunder at the end, so it has nothing to do with the opening. But here, just because of the opening, I blunder because of the Slav defense. So if you have any recommendation against the move d5, tell me down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video.